Hey everyone, welcome to 2021. We've got great questions coming up about SEO, about local listings, about page speed, how to improve your performance, all great stuff, and Google Ads coming right up. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, thanks for joining me. So let's dive into the top client questions this month featuring SEO, Google Ads, social media, all that good stuff. So here we go. Right now we have the first question. How does Google Ads use my customer email list for remarketing? Remarketing is a really important thing for advertising, obviously, and Google Ads, for example, does this in spades. We also work with Bing Ads, talking about Facebook and even some LinkedIn stuff that we've seen with remarketing, but specifically for Google, Google Ads basically does remarketing called customer match, and customer match is based on a list that you submit in a CSV format of your clients, and it can then populate information using a variety of options, email, phone, first name, last name, zip, and can actually match customers online to expand your existing user list to retarget to those people. So it's really cool, really powerful, and highly recommended to utilize. Now, there is a big restriction on this for local businesses. If you're a local business, it might be a little tough, but if you've been advertising for maybe a few years or a little while, you have to have a $50,000 minimum overall spend. Now, I've had some clients that have done advertising for maybe a few years or have been, progressively building to this level, but that is something that unlocks once you get that 50K spend. So it is definitely very helpful. Next question is, how does page speed insights or site loading time affect SEO? So this is a great question. John Mueller from Google said that sites are interpreted as really good or pretty bad overall for SEO and page speed. So it's not like as micro refined as, getting these small increments. It does not fare well for an SEO trying to shave off like tenths of seconds from that interpretation. But there is merit to improving your site's load time overall, as that can improve your SEO. And there's different things that can improve SEO, from load times to having your business listed on Google My Business, to getting customer reviews, to obviously optimizing the back end of your site. So there's a lot of things you can do, but in terms of page speed insights, which is also a website that you can go to actually test your overall page speed right now, and that's something that you basically just enter in a web address and then it will analyze your website for you. So that's pretty neat. But I wouldn't take, just make sure that you're not too bad. Page Insight, for example. I mean, there's some even professional SEO organizations that are have a score of 20 to 50 on the mobile side, and then I would say 60+% is what you want for the desktop side. So as long as you're above those levels or within those levels, then you should be fine, and you really shouldn't have to worry too much. The next question is, will Google Ads PPC, paid click ads, help my SEO? So technically, not officially. Google says that paid PPC ads do not directly correlate to better Google rankings or better SEO. It does give you more clicks to your pages and people viewing your site. That has SEO benefits to increasing the number of shares or links that your website has. So that does matter. But it does not officially give you better SEO just for paying for Google Ads. Those are separate things, and that makes sense that they're separate as well. Good question. So the next question is, what is a good... Sorry about that. There we go. So the next question is, what is a good display click-through rate, or CTR? So display click rates can vary. Generally, Google says it's 0.1%, but I like to hold my clients to a higher standard, and I like that to be about 1% would be ideal for a display click rate. Now, you can have display ads that can, vary, but you want to make sure that you're having good click rate results and that means at least 0.5 or above, ideally 1+, for your display ads. And it depends on your industry as well. So certain industries can have higher click rates and some lower. So that does depend, but that's kind of a general guide. The next question is, why would there be a disadvantage to putting all my products on Google Shopping? So this is a really good question. I've been dealing with Google Shopping, particularly in December time and holiday time. And I've seen that a handful of select products can many times be better than having all of your products listed, because many times there's just not enough budget for the client to have all of their ads running on Google Ads at the same time. And because of that, Google will just kind of go at what gets clicked, and it doesn't actually necessarily optimize as well as you have maybe the top products that you think you should put on, 20 to 50 products on your Google Shopping campaigns. So high ticket items might get underserved in that case if you just have a feed and all of your products get utilized. So that's why picking around 30 top performers and focusing on that is really a good plan for you to maximize that ROI on in Google Ads. The next question is, I've heard Yext is not as good as Mo's listing service, or vice versa. Which one is better? So this is a very good question about listings management. And listings management is something that we offer at Cow Abundant, and we take very seriously as well. We actually use Yext, and we use a top tier service, Advice Local, which is here. And you can actually go to our website and get a report for free from this listing service, and it'll tell you exactly what you need to fix, including voice searches, which is really important. You'll get a nice report you can see and view, and it'll tell you all these cool details and all the businesses that maybe you're not on, as well as the sync with voice, and also voice readiness, which is really important, and the big players as well, how you're doing. So that is definitely something you want to check out for your reports. Now, I will say that at Cow Abundant, obviously we use the advanced service, which has about 70 plus listings. The Yext or Mo's does about 40, and they're both very similar. It just depends on pricing and what you think is beneficial to you. We include that in our SEO packages, so it is good if you're a local business in Columbus. You can connect with us, and we can help you with that. You get more listings in certain cases by us using that listing as well. We recommend you keep that going for at least 6 months to do that. The SEO service is $199 at the time of this recording, and basically that actually the $399 is SEO and Google Ads. That's the elite package. That includes the top tier listing option. Otherwise, we use Yext, which is still a good platform. Just doesn't quite give you the benefit as the top tier offering. And it's great for local businesses that need help to get, Google My Business set up and all that stuff. It really is beneficial for your business. But Mo's and Yext are very similar in their approach. Their listings also are passive and not active. So as soon as you cancel, you risk losing those updates. So it's very important to keep those going. And we actually did a complete video on data aggregators as well that you can check out on our YouTube page. So do check that video on how that all works, because data aggregators basically connect your business all over the web to different sites. So it's pretty important to be aware of those and how those work. Next question is, does zoning impact Google ranking? Yeah, it does. I was surprised about this, and this is something I asked my local rep on, because I was wondering, where I'm located is actually zoned multifamily, not technically commercial, I don't think. I'm not exactly certain how the zoning works, but it's multifamily, not straight commercial. And I used to be in an area that was straight commercial, like on High Street, and that seemed to be a little more positive in my rankings as well and helped me a little bit more. So it does impact where you're actually located. Now, I know that Google has made massive changes due to what's happening in the world right now. So some of that, and there was a big December update, so some of that has changed that way. But yeah, technically zoning does. So if you have your business listed in like a residential area, it will not be as high as a commercial technically area as of this recording. So I know that Google's making changes for December, but that's something I've noticed. Next is some SEO news. I kind of want to close out with some SEO news and some charity events and tips. The SEO news that happened is, again, a big update in December. This happened, so expect your rankings to fluctuate. And let me know, if you're a local customer, how your rankings might have changed. If you look up something for your business, how are you doing? Let me know. I appreciate that insight. And then also, Google this year released their list of popular search terms. So this year in Google, obviously there was a lot going on. Those are some of the search terms that happened as people try and make sense of the year. So kind of interesting and fun to check that out. Facebook revealed a sad fact: 15% of small businesses failed during the pandemic. Obviously, small businesses are hurting right now, and this is something that is continuing. So I would be sure, and this is also in lieu of our donations. Every month we support a charity. In lieu of our donations, I want you to go out and to support a local restaurant you love. I want you to, carry out to their business, call to their business, get orders, and just participate as safely as you can to help those local businesses continue. And that's so important. I have some local restaurants in Columbus I love, Cuco's, Maza, local La Casita. There's so many, Refectory, Cameron Mitchell restaurants. There's just endless. The Short North has some great places. There's so many amazing restaurants. New India restaurants, my favorite Indian, Tadka. I mean, I love ethnic foods. I love, like Greek Express to Lashish, Lavash. So many great restaurants. I know I'm missing tons, but believe me, I love them. I love them for sure. So do check those out. And let me know your favorite local restaurants too in the comments. I'd love to find some good spots. The next up is a pro tip, which is retarget 5% of your existing customers who've been visiting your website. Google allows you, if you did not know, to create smart lists that basically target the top users of your website. And with that, you can create a list and you can target those people. And if you're targeting those people, I recommend that you create a custom ad. Something that is important would be target top prospects by encouraging them to take actions such as buy now, flash sale, or a limited offer, and that can get usually some good sales for you. Again, I want to thank everyone. Wrong button. I want to thank everyone for joining. I want to wish everyone a happy 2021. Welcome to January, and so on. A good year this year. And I want everyone to go out and support local businesses. Please, they need it. They need your help. And I really encourage you to do so. So thanks again for watching. Visit my website, cowabundant.com with a K. And also hit like and subscribe below. It really helps the channel, and I really do appreciate you. Thank you. Bye, everyone.